Hi, it's Pierre. Good morning. I'm specializing in commercial real estate for 9 years now in Dubai, and I work in the highest offices in the world in Burj Khalifa. And today I want to give you my advice and guides on how to open a bank account in Dubai. So we're going to separate this topic in two subjects. The first one is the personal account. So basically to have an account in the UAE, you need to have work. So how it's going to work? You need to apply for a job, get the job, then you will get a working permit. And once the permit is approved, you get a residency visa. This residency visa will give you an Emirates ID, and then you will be able to go to the bank and open the bank account. What you're going to need to give to the bank is your salary certificate, proof of address, so your Ejari, and then the bank will issue the bank account. We'll talk about the bank name and which one to choose after. Then if you're a company, it's a bit different. So first of all, you need to share all the documentation of the company, such as the memorandum of association, the shareholders agreement, the trade license, the business model, the business plan, what do you do. The bank will somehow do a due diligence on who the partners are, what is the activity, and based on this, they will give you the accounts. There is a time for that due diligence, so it can be from a couple of days to a couple of months, depending on what you do. And then after that, they will grant you the bank account. So then for the personal, you have to choose which account you're going to take, which can be a current account, so meaning that all the money you receive from the work will go to that account and you can use it every day to spend on your day-to-day spendings. Or you can have a saving account, which is where you put the money. The money is somehow restricted access and it will grow, so you'll get interest on that money that you give to the bank. Usually company, they don't have savings accounts, it's only current account. So the question that we get a lot in Dubai, because lots of people are coming here and they like the lifestyle and the city, they are asking me, can we open a bank account if we are not residents? So it's just a visitor, as a tourist. There is special cases where you could, if you do business here. However, there's a big amount to put and freeze on the bank account, so it's very difficult to get and it's subject to approval. So not everyone is capable of doing it. And as well, we have some people that wants to buy real estate here. So they say, can I open a bank account, bring my money here and then buy real estate? So in that case, it's the other way around. You need first to bring the money to Dubai, and then with that money here, you can apply for investor visa based on how much you spend in the real estate markets. Start from 750,000 to get investor visa. And then with that visa, you get residency. And then with the residency, you can get access to bank accounts. Once you open the bank accounts, what you need, which is very important in Dubai, is the checkbook. So we live in the 21st century, but somehow to pay the rent in Dubai, you need a checkbook. So you need to write the amount, to who, the date, and then this is like mean of payment. Why it's important is that the real estate in Dubai is based on at least 12 months contract. So you need to give the checks in advance for the different payments. So most of the people, they will not be able to pay one payment in advance. So they will do what they call post-dated checks. So you need to give the checks for, let's say, if you pay 4 payments per year for the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. So the first one will be cashed today and the other 3 will be post-dated, meaning that the date are not now, but set in stone for the future. And you give those checks when you rent the place. Once you give this, it's considered as a mean of payment, so those checks have to be accounted for. For companies, it's even more important because usually people will rent for a long time, let's say 5 years payment, 4 checks per year, and you'll have different checks that are coming in. Some of them could be service charges, so it's 4 checks per year times 5 years. Then you have the rent check, 4 checks per year times 5 years. Then you have the VAT checks. So it's so many checks that you need to, when you open the bank account for the company, to request for a big checkbook because you will have a lot of checks to pay for. Then we choose the checks. Then you can apply also for cards. So you have 2 types of cards in the UAE, debit card or credit card. Debit card is the one that is taken away from the account straight away. Credit card is you pay 1 time per month, usually at the end of the month for the spending. And because it's a credit, if you don't pay, then there is penalties for late payments. So most of the people in the country, they live with a debit card, but the credit card also gives you lots of advantages, such as miles, discounts, access to golf courses, so a lot different of advantages. And now we can go back to the first phase, which is which banks do you choose? Obviously, being in an Arabic country, you have 2 types of bank here. You have what they call the conventional bank, which are the bankers we know for the expats, and then the Islamic bank. Islamic bank, they somehow do something which is different than what we know as expats. It's an interest-free bank with investment in products that are not speculative, so very stable and not risk-free, but with less risk. So this is what they offer. And then these banks are usually having Islamic name in it. So you have Emirates Islamic Bank, Dubai Islamic Bank, Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank. So all these Islamic names, which are part of the national banks. So you have 20 national banks. Out of some of them are Islamic and some of them are conventional bank. For foreigners, they also like to use banks that they know from their own country. So you have also 28 foreign banks in the country, such HSBC, Standard Chartered, etc. And then you have special licensed banks that are the one using the credit system, which are Visa, MasterCard, American Express, all these systems that you can basically have a card from, and somehow they are a bank for the bank. So I hope it was helpful. If you have any question on the banking system and banking accounts, you can leave a comment and I'll be happy to answer you.